to Lakeland, Florida, site of tonight's CaveRP.com Sprint 360 dirt race. Qualifying underway. Drivers have 5 minutes to set 2 lap times. Their fastest will be the one of record. Let's see, Lucas White's in the 7. Strong contender last year in the Sprint Car Series. He's out here trying to get pole once again. Right now, William Viola sitting on top of the board. 71 machine. Got the Sharpie car at the top of the board until Brad Wilson jumps up there and they Shenandoah Shine 51 machine. Appreciate your wall magnet for the race up there and your driver going to the top of the chart briefly, but now Quinn Newton in the 88 jumps up to the top of the charts. And just like that, Wilson takes it right back. Qualifying keeps jumping back and forth here. Kill the Cube, appreciate that Prime support. Thank you so much. You guys are in for a double header treat tonight. As Brad Wilson goes top of the charts in the 51 Shenandoah Shine machine. Getting some extra practice in since he didn't get into early in the practice session. Get the nice grippy track. Oh no, that's the end of his practice. But Wilson will start on pole with a brand new car. Schattler, the 27, rolling to a stop. Lafayette down in 8. Completed his run. Naaman Nagel just now heading out. Go on board with Nagel. He jumps up to the 4th spot on his first lap. Going into 3 and 4 here. Drives it off very low from the corner. Does not pick it up on lap number 2, so he will stay 4th position. Now Nagel and Lafayette are the only cars left out there we can show you, but we still have 2 minutes to hang out, chit-chat, so we'll ask the chat, who do you guys think is going to win this race tonight? Looking at your leaderboard over there on the left. Go ahead, throw your predictions into chat. Appreciate that hype train we got going on. Thank you guys so much for that support. 2 minutes left here before we get I believe we get a little 5-minute warm-up. 2 or 5 minutes, I can't remember how much it sets the time as. I'm sure Scott's in chat can tell us. We've been off for 2 months. I can't remember what it is. It's like Daniel Wallen and Jeremiah Bowling both opting not to qualify. What's up, Wild Magnet? If I remember correctly, you're Pearl. I think that's who you are. What's the question, my friend? Yeah, it looks like Llewellyn and Bowling have opted to start at the rear of the field. You're hearing that too. I cannot figure out what setting is doing that. It's definitely an accident. Some people say they hear it, some people say they don't. It's very confusing. But we had it yesterday stream too, and I've been combing through the settings and just can't find it.
Okay, so being that we had 14 register, I know there's 13 here, we may have 2 heats.
Get rid of that. 30 seconds going here. Check, test. Alright, well I found out how to turn off all of the audio. I can't figure out how to turn off just one. This is a bit frustrating. Here we go. I think we get a warm up. Nope, we get straight to the heat races. So we're gonna get 2 heat races here. So we have 14 register. You're fine, bro. No, it's just we had it yesterday, and I don't know what's causing it. We'll have to figure it out. Maybe I can get Beta to help me out.
Everybody makes it, so don't worry about finishing in the back here.
These heats will determine the inside row for the actual race, for the main event. Be an 8-lap heat race. Caution laps do not count. Front row is going to be Bradley Wilson and Lucas Hoytsma. Last season's champion Clayton Kinkart starts third. Tyler Schattler fourth. Lafayette and Harris back there on row number 3. And Daniel Llewellyn got the Jack Daniels 23 starting in 7th. Got a lot of heavy hitters in this race with Wilson, Hoytsma, and Kinkart. Interesting. Don't crash people on purpose. Looks like the lights are out on our pace truck, so we should be getting underway in short order. Pace truck lied to us. Guess at the start of the race it doesn't go on that system. Start of the race, the drivers have to wait for the green flag the rest of the race. They get to go anytime they choose to once the pace vehicle is off the track. The calm before the storm. Pace truck's off, and here we go. Wilson and Hoytsma going to lead us to the green. Green flag is out. CaveRP.com. Sprint Car Series underway for heat race number 1. Wilson jumps out in front of Hoytsma Kinkart, trying to take second away on the inside. Drivers in pre-race chat were saying how they thought the top line was going to be the way to go, but Kinkart trying, nearly succeeding in getting away this second spot from Hoytsma using that low line. Hoytsma all the way out to the wall. Still side by side for second as Wilson's loving this. He's getting away. Kinkart going to get second from the inside. Slides Hoytsma back to third. Behind them you have Schattler and Lafayette. Darren Harris, Daniel Llewellyn seems to have had an issue. He's fallen 9 seconds back from the leader. Wilson a little bit unstable there as Kinkart reels him in. These two Shenandoah Shine teammates with the CTC Racing player of Lucas Hoytsma all piled up together. Wilson digging down low, Kinkart through the middle. Changing up their lines, trying to find any advantage they can. Kinkart sends it down the inside on Wilson. It's not going to have to run off the corner. Hoytsma waiting for an opportunity to pounce. Hoytsma's going to run the top line once again as the two Shine cars run low. Hoytsma once again to the top. Cuts it down low on exit. He's going to try to get to the inside of the 77. Hoytsma gets there, slides up into Kinkart. They both crash up and into the wall. Hoytsma not able to keep it down. Gets up into Kinkart. Last season's champ. Gets sent for a ride there. Yes, Autumn,
That
we
was
are back.
dumb. I don't know why I did that.
Heard Hoisman on the radio say that was not smart. Taking ownership of that collision. Remember, the caution laps don't count. Big slide job, except there was a car there. It happens. You get a little over aggressive. Sends King Card to the back of the field. He'll have to take a fast repair here. See if he's able to make up some ground with 2 to go to improve his starting position for the main. It's like Hoisman's going to go back there with him.
Clayton needs a black flag clear because he went down a close pit. He said his mic isn't working for some reason.
Hoisman also takes his fast repair. They get another one for the main, so we don't have to worry about that. So we'll see if the 77 and 7, who've started on the front row most of the time in this series last season opener, not going well for them as they come together. Now Wilson has Tyler Schattler and Nathan Lafayette behind him. Darren Harris sits in the 4th spot. Daniel Llewellyn, red and black Jack Daniels machine in the 5th spot. Then 2 of the fastest cars besides Wilson, King Card and Hoisman, are going to be 6th and 7th. They're going to be anxious to try and move up when we get back to green. Got a 30-lap main event. They're not going to want to start all the way in the back. Page trucks off, and here we go for the final 2 laps. Wilson gets a huge jump on Tyler Schattler. Lafayette in 3rd. Hoytsman's already up in front of Daniel Llewellyn as is King Cart. See if they can close in on the 75 of Darren Harris. Just like that, Bradley Wilson going to take the checkered flag. Schattler, Lafayette, Harris. King Cart will get credit for 5th. Lucas Hoisman in 6th and Daniel Llewellyn in 7th. So that'll be how the odd numbers line up for the main event. Here we go for heat number 2. Quinn Newton, Damon Nagel, Jeremy Clapper-Newell, your top 3 here. Wait for our cars to all get out on track. The countdown on your screen, that's the amount of time they have to get out on track. Still waiting for Clapper-Newell and the 0-1 of Jeremiah Bowling to get out on track. They will still make the main if they don't grid, but countdown gives them every chance they can. Looks like that'll do it. Just 5 cars gridded for the 7-car heat here, with Bowling and Clapper-Newell not out there.
There goes my starter money.
And Newton still rocking the playoff banners from last season. Maybe he's just that confident he'll make it again this season. Quinn Newton, your pole sitter in the yellow, white, and black 88 CTC racing machine. Damon Nagel with the Trevor Project orange and white 86 will start 2nd. Clapper-Newell looks like he's starting from the pits. William Viola in the black and red Sharpie machine starts in 4th. Scott Elson, the Traxxas Cave RP 85, starts in 5th. Jonathan Ligger in the Mopar 28, he'll start in 6th. Keep an eye on that 28 car. As we said earlier in the broadcast, he likes to use controller. So that's something to keep an eye on. He says it's easier in the dirt series to use controller. Another 8-lap heat for heat number 2. This will determine the starting order for the outside, the even numbers, in our main event. Pace truck dives off. We are set for our 8-lap heat race. Quinn Newton, Damon Nagel lead us to green. Nagel gets a huge jump over Quinn Newton. Newton not able to slide up to the outside wall with Nagel up there. Nagel's giving it a full send. I think Quinn Newton's going to be able to use his bottom and get it back. He slides up in front of Nagel. Nagel with the crossover. Nifty move there from Nagel with the crossover. Gets him out to the lead. Quinn Newton keeps his car to the outside though. Quite a scrap for the lead here. Nagel way down. Gets even on the grass. He was so low through that corner. Oh, Quinn Newton makes contact with the rear tire of Nagel. Newton gets out of shape. Excellent job not to hit anybody, but Newton is spun around on the front stretch. And there's the caution as the 21 car goes by. So caution is out. It's Quinn Newton. His left front making contact with David Nagel's right rear, sending him for a ride. This is Zathias or Zathias? Man, I can't talk. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Everyone's having a delightful Tuesday. We're going through heat number 2 of 2. Then we'll have our main event following a short warm-up period. And after that, we head on to Daytona for the Xfinity Series. Lots of action here tonight. Well, Quinn Newton looks like he's going to come down and take his fast repair. Looks like maybe the left front suspension's a little bent on his car. So both CTC entries having issues during their heat races. Be starting towards the back of the pack. Nagel leads over Viola, Legger, Elston, and Newton. Clapper Newell with the pit start, showing 1 lap down.
Can I get a
Jeremy,
UL?
thanks so much for the 20 months in a row.
No,
What an absolute legend.
I'm a lap down.
Thank you for that support, Jeremy.
Never mind. It's not putting you to the back? It just did.
Good evening, William.
I was going to say.
You gotta
it
hydrate, and I got
should.
nothing to drink. Another fun season. Here we go. Yeah, still gotta fix your tool car for Mondays. I haven't forgotten. Don't worry. Just didn't have time yesterday. Got a lot of last minute paint schemes to do there. Pace truck is off, and here we go. Nagel gets the single file jump over Viola. Ligger in 3rd. Then you have Elson and Newton. Newton will be itching to get back up towards the front with that fast car of his. So keep an eye on this battle for fourth. The other cars are all spread out already. Fast as Newton wasn't qualifying, it's actually not putting up too much of a fight here. Nagel leading with 4 to go. Wilson closing in on Jonathan Legger. That's the battle for third. Those of you new to Sidewinder, the driver of that 28 car is deaf. So if you've driven iRacing, you know how much sound input matters to how you drive the car. Every time he makes it around the lap without crashing, I'm impressed. Elson gets up to the inside. Thank you. Newton now trying to go the long way around. Gets it done. So they'll move Newton up into fourth. Now he'll try to work over Jonathan Legger, but the white flag is out. Nagel just has turns 3 and 4 to navigate. Come and pick up a heat win here. Checkers out, and Damon Nagel gets the win in heat number 2. Viola will be second. Jonathan Legger brings it home in third. And we will be headed to a warm-up. 2-minute warm-up here.
Good race at the end there, Quinn.
If you guys will pop out here.
Thank you.
Try to get the track a little worn in as the track resets after the heat races. It was close. On a 30 lap race here from Lakeland, Florida. USA International Speedway. Track now actually defunct, but it lives on in iRacing. If I'm not mistaken, they've built apartments here. But I think we're making much better use of the space.
So just a reminder, we are not clearing any black flags.
So don't do anything dumb.
10-4.
Wilson fastest so far in the warm-up. Matthew Taylor, welcome. Thank you for the follow. Thanks for joining us on our doubleheader tonight with the sprint cars and the Xfinity cars at Daytona. Final few seconds ticking off of our warm-up here before we go to our main event for the KVRP.com Sprint Car Series. It's set up so that 60 people can join Hayes, so it's by qualifying time. We go. Cars gridding up for the main event. You are welcome, Hayes. I think the 01 never did get out on track. I think they may have left the session, so I think that's why we see them on the scoreboard but not out on track. Yep, pace truck already rolling, so here we go. Starting lineup. Presented by our friends at Labor 12. Appreciate Labor 12 giving us our starting lineup music here. Bradley Wilson, Damon Nagel on the front row. We have Tyler Schattler, William Viola, row number 2. Nathan Lafayette, the 00. Quinn Newton, the 88, row number 3. Darren Harris, Jonathan Legger, row number 4. Last season's champ, Clayton Kinkart, starts deep in the field in 9th after an issue in his heat race. He'll start alongside Scott Elston in the 85. Lucas Huisman, most races won last season. He'll start deep in the field as well in 11th, alongside the 21 of Jeremy Clapper Newell. At the tail end of the field, always entertaining on the radio, Daniel Llewellyn in the 23 Jack Daniels machine. 13 cars set to do battle in the season opener here tonight in Lakeland, Florida. Once again, caution laps do not count. 30 lap feature here. Wilson and Nagel on the front row. Seems like the inside line prevailed in the heat races. We'll see what happens here as our truck dives off to pit road, and here we go. Wilson and Nagel get us going. Wilson jumps up in front of Nagel, takes the wide entry into the corner. Wilson will clear to first. Nagel trying to hold on to second. Tyler Schattler. Schattler got a little out of shape there. Yola up on the outside wall trying to get by Schattler. So far so good back there. 00 Nathan Lafayette a little out of shape, loses a few spots. Someone's around in the back. Scott Elson, Daniel Llewellyn, Jonathan Legger. They all got a piece of it back there in the back. Let's see. We'll rewind time and see what happened here. Legger comes down on Scott Elson. Elson spins around, and then Llewellyn, nowhere to go, drives into the side of the 28. Like Jonathan Legger didn't know there was a car on his inside, came down on him. Collected 2 others there. Brad Wilson able to get the lead there, and we quickly got a yellow. The rest of the starts will be single file. Kinkart and Weitzman were able to get up to 8th and 9th respectively. They've already started their progression towards the front of the field. 28 heads to pit road, looks like he needs a repair. Faster vehicles. Just checking up there. Can find out this way. Yeah, he didn't take a hit. Bradley Wilson out front in the Shenandoah Shine. Black and white. A little bit teal machine. Looks like his front end's on hydraulics right now, bouncing it around. Got the lights out on the pace truck, so we'll be getting back to racing at the end of this lap. Welcome everybody into the KFRP.com Sprint Car Series. Always forget to turn the starting lineup off.
Hey, you got the grid music playing, Swift?
Thanks, Daniel. After I turned it off. Always forget the grid music.
No problem.
Bradley Wilson gets us restarted. Damon Nagel second. Tyler Schattler under attack from William Viola and Nathan Lafayette. Lafayette digging down low. He's going to be fighting Quinn Newton off the corner. Newton, another one of those guys that started deeper in the field. It's not quite as far back as Hoytsman and Kinkart, but they're all there together now. Newton trying to look the outside of Lafayette. Lafayette gets a little squirrely down low, and that'll give the spot to Quinn Newton. Now Kinkart tries to work over the 0-0. Lafayette gets out of shape again, and Kinkart going to take the position. Hoytsman now down low in the 7. He's going to try to get to the inside of Lafayette. I believe that's a 75 behind him. That's Darren Harris, newcomer to SRL. Dustin, how are you? Newton just ahead of Lafayette that time by. Saw the 21 try to follow him in there. He got spun around. Jeremy Clapper Newell not able to do the same moves that the 7 was doing just ahead of him. Clapper Newell brings out our second caution. Let's take another look at the 21. He tries to take the same line as Hoytsman, but loses the car. Keeps it in the throttle, gets out of the way of the rest of the field. Brings out the caution as he turns back around.
Sorry for sparing you there, Scott. I had to hit the abort button without slider.
I'm okay. I just need a new pair of pants.
Scott Elson saying he needs a new pair of pants after the 21 of Clapper Newell spun in front of him. Let's go back and watch from Scott Elston's onboard. See how that looked from the cockpit. Side's dirty. See 21 enters down low. Starts sliding up in front of him. Great heads up move by the 85 not to plow into him. Can you get a windshield clean on the 85, please? Jonathan Lager once again to pit road. See his wheels quickly darting left and right. That's because he is, as we said earlier, on a controller. He says it's easier on dirt. .24 to go once we get the green. Lights out on our pace truck, so that'll be at the end of this lap. We'll be back to green flag racing. Newton having a bit of connection issue there in the 88, blinking in and out. Hopefully that goes away. We go back to green flag racing. Bradley Wilson gets a great jump over Nagel. We have a mess from Schattler, Viola, Kinkart, and Newton all piled up here together. Everyone makes it through. Schattler in front of Viola and Newton. Newton may have got a piece of the wall. Then the CTC teammates make contact, the 88 and the 7. Newton struggling to hang on to it. Harris has gone around in the 75 right at the end of that. I think that was after contact from Quinn Newton. Let's see if we can get another look here. There's the initial contact with the 7 and 88. 88, yeah, netcode from the 88. Unfortunately, netcode a part of online sim racing. Actual no contact between the two cars, but the netcode decided there was. Sends the 75 of Darren Harris for a wild ride on the front stretch. He's able to drive away, won't have to take a tow, should be able to take a fast repair and get right back in this one. Back under caution pretty quickly here.
Hey Daniel, you all right, man? That car landed on you.
No word from Llewellyn if he's okay after being landed on.
Daniel says he's fine and he can't hear you. His mic isn't working.
But his
Oh,
mic
temple.
worked earlier to say you're welcome for the radio thing. That's confusing.
I think he's got a concussion though.
Virtual concussions apparently can be handed out. Does have some damage on that front wing. Definitely affect his handling going forward. See if we can ride along with the 23 through that. There's the car going right through him. See what it looks like from his onboard. Here's the initial contact. For some reason jumps to the 51. Come on, gang. Get it together. Look out! Right through your living room. Did you break your mic talking to me? Ace truck dives off. We're set to restart. 22 to go. Wilson in the 51. Gets us going here. Nagel, nice jump over Schattler. Viola, not quite as close to Schattler as he has been on the restarts here. Quinn Newton a little out of shape there. He's going to have to fight Kinkart and Hoitzman. Oh, contact as Kinkart gets into the back of the 88.
Quinn, I totally did not expect
Kinkart goes around.
I did not expect Quinn to go low. My bad.
Said he didn't expect Quinn
Yeah,
to go low.
I got on the gas there. I'm like, oh, my car is not okay. So I was like, I'll just let him have it here. My bad.
Sounds like he was trying to let Kinkart through. Kinkart 77. Very battered after that ride up into the outside wall. Let's take another look here. So he didn't expect Newton to check up like he didn't go to the inside, but gets into the back of him when he does and up and over. Kinkart goes along. Different angle here. See Kinkart behind the 88 of Newton. Cross start finish down into turn 1. Newton goes low right where Kinkart didn't think he was going to go. Kinkart backs it into the fence. Goes for a wild ride in the Shenandoah Shine. 77. So our last season's champ up against the ropes, and this one drops back to 17th. 13th. And the 77 car got 7s on the brain. Looks like he still had his fast repair, so a brand new car for Kinkart. Told you to work out for a week and let you, well, I mean, driving's a bit of a workout, yeah. You got the leg presses, heel and toe, and all that kind of deal. I got people trying to message me on Discord while I'm out here broadcasting. What are people doing? Brad Wilson's still out front. Hoitzman's worked his way up to the 5th spot. Quinn Newton came in. May have taken a repair. Pace truck heads off. Wilson once again gets us restarted. 21 to go. Nagel and Schattler. Schattler, much better restart this time. He is all over the back of Nagel. Schattler putting the heat on. Blue and black 27. Now Nagel got a great run there. Starts to go to challenge Wilson for the lead. Viola and Huysman are close behind. Schattler gets to the inside of the 86 of Nagel. Driving it through the center of the corner. Viola gets to the outside, running the high line. Oh, contact with Schattler sends Viola up into the outside wall. Viola goes around. That'll be 5th caution of the race as Viola gets used up. Quinn Newton goes around at the end of this.
I'm sorry about that, brother. I didn't mean to flip you.
Watch Viola and Schattler contact right on corner entry as their rear tires come together. Viola goes for a ride.
Yeah, I didn't even
Quinn Newton.
see you coming out of that corner.
Quinn Newton right at the end. Getting a piece of the 71, and then Jeremy Clapper Newell, a later rival, gets a piece. Let's go on board with Quinn Newton.
Back there.
Can't jump back one too many, but that's okay. Just send it on the on the front wing. Love it. So there's the accident happening up ahead.
Have you used
He
your
tries to
back
cut
there?
it down to the left, just not able to.
Yeah, this isn't that well for him, man.
Newton on pit road again.
Am I able to get a black clear for entering close pits?
Sounds good, Jake. Good luck, man. Hopefully,
Is
hopefully you can
13
handle it.
minutes bad?
Here's 13 minutes of repairs on
I
the
can get
88.
whole
Yikes.
motor swap right there.
Looks like Llewellyn getting some repairs also. Wilson continues to lead. He had a little bit of a challenge that time. Nagel and Schattler closed in on his back of his car. I wanted to say back bumper, but these cars don't really have bumpers.
So that black flag is we know is a bad one. That will be the only one we can do, and it will be reviewed at the end of the race.
Half a lap away from getting this thing back under green. Chevy Silverado jumps off the track, and here we go. Wilson quick to the throttle. Eagle gets a little more breathing room this time from Schattler, but Huysman going after 3rd spot here. Started in the back. Huysman running the low line. Trying to pass him any way he can. Quite enough grip down there that time by 18 to go. Schattler looked like he was going for the middle there. Huysman way down to the inside as they battle for 3rd. Huysman will continue running way down low. Schattler right up by the wall this time. Huysman able to get the pass made. Not out of shape going off the corner, but he made it work. Huysman up to the 3rd spot. Now he's going to try and run down Damon Nagel for 2nd. So he gets a halfway in this race. Huysman to the inside of Nagel. Not able to quite get alongside this time. He'll keep trying. Gets alongside, slides up in front of him. Nagel tried to cross him over, didn't quite have the momentum to get inside. Huysman will take over the 2nd spot. Nagel slides back to 3rd. Schattler 4th. Kincart up to 5th. And Newton's still in the 13th spot back there. Quinn Newton's car is probably a little beat up. He's a little off the pace. Let's see if Huysman has anything for Brad Wilson out front. 14 laps remaining. There's the gap. 4/10. Caution is out. Daniel Wallen has gone around in the 23. Looks like the 28 of Jonathan Legger involved as well. Let's see if we can take a look at what happens here. Daniel Wallen battling the 75 of Darren Harris. Check up in front of him. Neo is already wrecked. Let's see what happens to the 28. Clapper Newell gets into the wall, takes out Jonathan Legger. Viola gets a piece of it. Scott Elston's involved. It's about half the field was involved in this thing. So let's see what happens to the 21.
My bad, sorry, I kind of got in the slick and...
Car just got around too far, back wheel hits the fence, and away it goes. Jonathan Legger gets a piece of it. 75 of Darren Harris involved. Doesn't look too bad for Harris. Let's see if we get the cockpit view here for the 75 as he approaches this. See the 21 going up and over. The 28 gets a piece. He's against the wall and has a car up against it with Llewellyn. Quite the ride there for the 75. Let's go along again with the 21 on board. If he gets too far around, too much rotation. My goodness. And drives away.
I think I need to go to that infield care center after the race.
The Mopar machine, Jonathan Legger. 28 car. It's never good to see your wing on track. Looks like Jonathan Legger has parked the car and out of tonight's race.
God, do you have any damage?
Nope.
Now Hoytsman gets to restart right behind
I
leader
just
Bradley
used my
Wilson.
passenger car.
Yeah, me and the wall tried to... Yeah, I tried to climb the fence.
It happened.
Wilson jumps out to a quick lead. Nagel right on the back bumper of Hoytsman. Hoytsman all the way out to the wall here. Nagel out of shape behind him, going to lose some ground. Hoytsman now back to that 4/10 gap. Going to have to try and run down race leader Brad Wilson. King Cart getting a lot of shape back there. Keeps going in the right direction. Will Viola in 6th. Nathan Lafayette 7th. Llewellyn in 8th. Scott Elston's in 9th. And Clapper Newell in 10th. Darren Harris 11th. Quinn Newell still sitting on pit road now, 2 laps down in the 88 machine. Hoytsman's cut that lead in half. He is there. Contact! Wilson looked like he was trying to park on the bottom, and Hoytsman not expecting that. Gets into the back of him. Uh-oh. Got Tyler Schattler. Schattler's gone around in the 27. Doesn't look like he has any contact. He's sitting there in 3rd behind, or 4th behind Damon Nagel. Sends it in down low. Tiny bit of contact, but he was just trying to keep it off of Nagel and then spin it around. Went with the self-sacrifice instead of wiping out Nagel. It's a nice sportsmanship there. Schattler will fall back to 11th. What up, Beach? Son of a beach. How are you? We'll have 9 to go when we get restarted in this one. Then we're off to Daytona. How is that Chance to Extreme Motorsports team preparing for tonight, Beach? We have some hydration now. Let's do it. Appreciate it. I drank an extra sip too for the one earlier. Badger was kind enough to bring me some wonderful purple drink. 0-0 for the win. It's up there in 6th. Still got a shot at it. Everyone's screaming at each other to not mess it up. Perfect. Perfect. No
Taking
better
it
way to
easy
prep.
here.
When you're right, you're right. Watch me after 104 laps, hell yeah. Wilson gets his restart at Hoytsma and Nagel both vehicles got a little upset going over that bump coming out of 4. Oh, the 86 is up into the outside wall, doing a little wall ride here. Hopefully he keeps it up there, doesn't come back down in front of folks. And that'll knock Nagel out of the front running. Hoytsma digging hard on the 51 of Wilson. 8 laps to go from Lakeland, Florida. Wilson gets a little out of shape there. See if Hoytsma can capitalize with a run off the corner. He was a lot smoother on exit. He is going to be able to get to the inside. Can he pull off the slide here? Hoytsma going to dig down low. Wilson going to try to keep it wound up. Hoytsma able to get up there, but didn't want to risk it. Let up a little bit. Try again down to this end. Wilson's up into the fence. And that's going to give Hoytsma the lead here. King Kart's up to 3rd. But Hoytsma to the race lead with 7 to go. Great battle there. Wilson, unfortunately, up and into the outside fence, falls back to 2nd. Schattler out of shape in the 27. Did he make it through there? Or did he collect everybody? My goodness, that was terrifying. What happened to the 27 there? See him in front of our leaders. Car's dancing all over the place. Starts just going to the inside wall like he can't help it. Then it spins out right in front of Wilson. Oh my gosh, Wilson and King Kart. So fortunate to get through there. And Lafayette looks like he bounced off a ghost. That was insanely close. Let's go on board with the 77 car. Clayton King Kart. Right along. See Schattler way up ahead, out of shape with the blue machine. Goes down to the inside. Spins out, comes up the track.
The first one was in the caution with
Oh my gosh.
85, me and the 27.
Terrifying. King Kart had to have a new pair of pants, I'm sure, after that one. Yikes. What color is yours? Do I want to know, Lucas? Five laps remaining when we get restarted. Hoytsma, Wilson, King Kart. From the back of the pack, Hoytsma's made it all the way up to the race lead.
Hey Nathan, I'm gonna let you go here on the start. I basically have to have my wheels right to go straight, so I'll leave by.
Alright, appreciate it.
Yeah, just in time, Wolfie, to see the end of this one. I still call you
Try
Wolfie.
to stay at the bottom here and keep up until the green comes out and just let you go.
Sounds good, thanks.
Clapper knows he can pit.
As long as he passes you on the outside, you guys should be alright.
That dude, my car is destroyed.
Here we go, 5-lap shootout. Hoytza gets the launch. Wilson, Kinkart, Viola, and Nagel your top 5. Nagel bouncing back after catching the outside wall. Hoytzman a little out of shape here. Is Wilson going to be able to take advantage? Stays in his tire tracks for now. Wilson not able to find any track that Hoytzman's not occupying. That's going to upset the 51, give Hoytzman a little breathing room. Top 3 kind of separated themselves. There's Viola and Nagel. Wallen and Elston battle for 6th. Wallen way out of shape. That'll give the spot to Elston. Elston up to this 6th position. Hoytzman starting to separate from the field here. Viola and Kinkart. Viola's starting to reel in the 77. Battle for 3rd. Laps winding down though. I don't think he'll have enough time to get there. So Hoytzman's going to come off turn 4. See the white flag in the air? Hoytzman smooth through 1 and 2. A little out of shape coming off of 2, but he has enough time where he can handle that. Down low through 3 and 4. Hoytzman gasses it up. Hoytzman wins at Lakeland. Bradley Wilson will come home 2nd. Clayton Kinkart picks up 3rd. We can get the top 3 to the interview room, please, and thank you. We have Nathan Lafayette upside down with no wing.
Good race, everybody. Top 3 to the wing room for your interviews. And we will see you next week at Volusia.
You go Volusia next week.
So my team has to get the old, fix the car, you know, spend a week fixing it.
Hoytzman
Good
parks
run,
it for the
Lucas.
photos on the front stretch. Let's go
How's
find our top 3. See if we can get our interviews in. There is Mr. Kinkart. Clayton, DG, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, we brought it home 3rd tonight in that Shenandoah Shine ride. How did it feel out there?
It was pretty good. Had some unfortunate things happen in the heat, kind of put us back behind the 8 ball in the feature, but got back up to a podium at least, and can't really complain about that.
Yeah, definitely that heat race didn't quite go your way, but it looks like in the end it got you up at least to 3rd spot. And do you think you had anything for Lucas Hoytzman there towards the end?
I don't think so. He was running the bottom so well. He's pulling on the straightaways because he's getting such a good dig off the bottom. I don't feel like I had anything for him. He's on rails tonight.
10-4. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout-outs for us tonight, sir?
Those guys down in the work area got me in and got me out with a new wing. Shenandoah Shine, KSR, all those guys down there turning the wrenches. Gotta thank them all.
All right, bud. Congrats on the top 3 finish, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Let's go get 2nd place finisher, Brad Wilson in the 51. Brad's DG, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're able to bring it home 2nd tonight and led a lot of this race. What did you need to maybe hold off Lucas there at the end?
Honestly, probably about 2 more laps. I started figuring out that high side in 3 and 4, and it felt very good. Just that Lucas was way too good on the bottom. I think if it stayed on the bottom, he could have just pulled away and had a much easier one.
10-4. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout out for us tonight?
You for putting this on, Cave for coming on and being a sponsor of this great league, Shenandoah Shine, Clayton for helping me out and teaching me some more dirt stuff.
10-4. Looks like you put it to good use tonight and brought it home 2nd. We appreciate you hanging out with us, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
Let's go grab our winner, Lucas Hoytzman in the 7. Lucas, DG, you gotta go.
I gotcha.
Well, did you think there was any way that we'd be having this conversation after the way the heat race went?
No, that's normally how these things go. Is I start them in the back if I reckon the heat, and then I just can't get up there. But somehow, it all just fell in my favor, and I was able to get up there with about 10 to go and fight Bradley for that win, and got it done somehow. So yeah.
Yeah, it looked like the bottom was really hooking up well for you. A lot of other guys were trying and spinning out. You were able to keep it under control and get some good bite off the corner, and looked like that was the difference tonight. Did you have any worries that the top was starting to come in there towards the end?
Yeah, I was telling Bradley in the waiting room, I think if that race was a little bit longer, that top seemed to come in for him right at the end, and he was running me down. Lucky that was only 30 laps.
10-4. All right, well, you got those Friends Family sponsor shoutouts for us tonight, sir.
Oh, just the huge Labor 12 low drag CTC. Cave RP, the sponsor of the series that keeps it going and stuff. I love the sprint cars. I love running this every week. So, glad everybody can make it happen. And thanks to you for doing the broadcast.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you being with us week to week. And yeah, good luck to you in the rest of the races this week.
All right, see you.
Take care. That is Lucas Huisma getting the victory tonight in the number 7 machine. Let's look at our final results here. I promise we can do that. Eventually. The button works. Maybe not. It might be broken. Might have to send it back to plant. Well, what if we hit live? Will that give us results? Nope. Alright. We'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way with scoreboards. We have Lucas Oyster, Brad Wilson, Clayton Kinkart, William Viola, David Nagel, Scott Elson, Jeremy Clapper-Newell, Nathan Lafayette, Daniel Llewellyn, Tyler Shatler, your top 10. Darren Harris will bring it home 11th. Quinn Newton had some struggles, finished 12th. Jonathan Lager with the crash 13th. And entering the race but never actually joining was Jeremiah Bowling in the 0-1. We'll get credit for nothing. Hope you guys enjoyed our broadcast tonight. Thank you so much. We'll have this up on the YouTubes a little bit later on. Right now, we're about to send it out to Daytona. So hope you guys stick around for that. Thank you so much for watching tonight's broadcast, and we'll see you in the next event.